Hello everyone, ahoj vždycky, dobré ráno, dobré odpoledne, dobrý wieczór a dobry dzień. Wracamy się zpět na další video GTA 5, or whatever 5 is in Czech. That was a Czech intro, apologies, that was actually quite terrible. In fact, to be honest, I should give you a pre-warning. Most of your suggestions that you've given me so far for foreign language intros are going to be terrible. I'm going to be butchering all of them. Especially because I actually have no idea how to speak Czech. Or actually, I don't really have any idea how to speak any of those languages that you guys have sent in, so I apologise if any Czech viewers out there did not like how I pronounced that. Anyway, hello everyone! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex, and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today, looking at this intro, no, we are not in the Sentinel that we checked out yesterday, even though this is pretty much the exact same interior, albeit in a slightly horrible shade of sick. But if I look around, you will see that this is not a Sentinel. This is in fact a two-seater with an engine at the back. Haven't we looked at one of these cars recently? A little while back, I did a video on cars that I really liked as a child, and one of those cars was the Ford RS200. And so, what has come out for GTA Online? But this, the Vapid GB200. This is, of course, whoop! Okay, I should have been where I was going. This is, of course, the Ford RS200 equivalent in the law-friendly version for GTA 5. This is the Vapid GB200, which, from the front, looks like a Subaru Bugeye Impreza, does it not? Anyone else getting that vibe, or just me? Actually, I really hate the front end of this. I think it looks absolutely horrible, which is quite weird, because I'm not that sort of disgusted about the Bugeye Subaru Imprezas, but there's something about this I just really do not gel with on the front end of this car. But the side and the back, and especially these wheels, look absolutely beautiful with this car. I just think it looks so awesome. It's definitely slightly different looking than the RS200, but it's not crazily different. It's so damn cool. So let's check it out in today's video. Gonna look around the car, see what's new, see what's good, and then look through the plethora of tuning options for this car, and also we'll attack it with Menus Mod and V-Stancer, because I am playing this in single player GTA 5. Don't ask me how. I'm just using YouTubers' magic tricks. Actually, I'm using an old version of GTA with a hacked in DLC with all the new cars in, just basically until all script hook and everything is updated, and then I'll update it for real. But no matter, we can still see the car for as it is. But before we do, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, as always, I say don't forget, I think many of you do often forget actually, I have a Twitter. If you are on Twitter and you're not following me, what the hell? I post many interesting things like memes and sometimes car pictures. So yeah, follow me on Twitter at Figureight, links for that in the description below, and also Instagram. Sometimes I post pictures of my car on that as well, which I think you guys enjoy. _Figureight, links for that in the description below as well. Let's pull into this petrol station right here. I want to get a nice sunny area. I think right here is going to do us proud. So let's jump into menus and let's just repair the vehicle for now. And shall we actually just open up? I think this is going to be the case with the RS200, where most of this isn't going to open up, but let's see what can open up on this thing. So the doors, of course, and oh, yes, of course, that whole thing opens up. I forgot about that. And then, look at that. Of course, this is going to be slightly more detailed than the RS200 we looked at, because that was actually a sort of hastily put together mod, whereas this is made by Rockstar. But under here, we have our spare wheel strapped down, and then in the rear, we have all the framing, big, massive turbos, and all the piping and the intercoolers and stuff going to this scoop at the top. And as you can see, we've got our big, massive engine, V8 engine in the rear. Is that? Actually, no, that's a V6, actually. Not a V8, V6, it seems to be. Although I could be wrong. No, I'm right. It's a V6. Okay, so let's just put all this back down again. I do like that it spawned in this nice matte black as well. Don't know what's up with that, but it looks really nice. But I want to go for a brighter color again, as I'm starting to do with these videos now, just because I think it'd be easier for you guys to see the mods with a brighter color. So let's start off with... should we actually look through the liveries first before we go crazy and start modifying stuff? Let's just look through the liveries. Normally we do that at the end. We have the classic white stripe right there going all the way around to the rear. Then we have the lower blue stripes, which actually I quite like. Oh, it's a shame we can't change that. If that was a secondary colour that we could change, that could be interesting. Then we also have the classic blue stripes going down there. We have the black stripes, which is... Oh! Again, that's actually quite nice. I like that, and it's also made the wing mirrors black as well. Then we have the lower red stripes. I'm sure there's a colour we can get to go with that. Maybe a white would look good with that. Then we have the red rally. Got this thing going on at the back. Really nice. Number 78, Fukaru Vapid. Of course, this is supposed to be a Ford, so it's a Vapid in this. Wenger Institute. Don't think I've ever heard of that one. Yeah, not sure about that. I think we should put Wenger out there. Then Global Oil 08. Oh, that's quite nice because I like the full black on the back there with Global Oil. That's nice. And then we've got the number 8. I tell you, it would actually be quite nice if we had a version of that without all the globe oil and the numbers and stuff. Just that at the back, because I think that looks awesome. Then we have the blue rally, again, very similar to the red rally one. Then we have the Arrow Gasoline with the Fukaru on the rear. Looking pretty cool. And also got this on the front. And then we have the Sprunk version, which I think would look really nice if we changed our colour to blue. I think would look quite nice there. And there we are, Sprunk, the essence of life. All the way around there. So actually I'm thinking of going for these lower red stripes, but I did say I wanted to make everything nice and clear so we can see all the changes. So for now I'm going to change it to stock. At the end we'll go back. Moving on then to the spoilers, we have the stock spoiler, which is huge and beautiful anyway, but then we also have an additional roof spoiler. Then we have the rally spoiler attached to the back of that, which I'll be honest, I'm not really sold on. Then we have the super downforce spoiler, which is basically just an even wider version of that one. I'm not sure. I'm really just not sure about that. But it's different. It's nice. That's definitely a new design that Rockstar have made. They haven't just plonked on some old spoiler that they've already made before. So, yeah, but... do you know what? I'm going to go for it, just in case we make some sort of crazy build with this. Then on the front bumper, we have the stock that looks like the Subaru. Then we have the fog light covers. Then we have the removed fogs, which just makes it look even more like a Subaru, really. Then we have the scoop splitter. It's pretty big. And then we have the exposed intercooler version of the scoop splitter one as well. I guess if we're going to try and make this one like a crazy rally car, let's just go all out. So we'll go for all of that. Then on the rear, we have the stock. We have the removed diffuser, if you wanted to do such a thing. We have the rally diffuser, which I guess is perhaps more suited to this. Again, with some more of this stuff, keeping it all together. And then we also have the diffuser with the tow hook. I'm going to go for that and make this just a full rally spec one. Then on the skirts, we have the stock and we have the extended. As you can see, they're just a little bit longer. We'll go for that as well. On the exhausts, just one option apart from stock. We have that. And we have the twin chrome, which fits in with the diffusers nicely, so we'll keep that. Then the chassis. This is where we're going to get the nice rally fogs. So we have the rally fogs on the front there. That's going to be perfect for the rally build. But we also have the option of the secondary color cage, or the primary color cage, or the chrome cage, or the rally setup, which seems to be... well, it seems to be the fog lights and I guess just the secondary color cage, I believe that is. We'll see in a minute when we go to paint it, but yeah, that seems to be just rally fogs and secondary color cage. Then onto the grille. This is actually mirrors, not... Again, you got to remember, this is actually technically not Rockstar's doing with all of these mods and stuff. This has been put into a mod into an old version of GTA for me for now, just so I can use menus and do the videos. So yeah, that would probably actually say mirrors in the proper version. So we have the racing mirrors. Ooh, nice and square actually. Looks better already. Then we have the carbon racing versions and the secondary color versions of the originals. I want to go for the small little racing mirrors. Then on the hood, we have quite a few options here. Now, is this going to be the front or the back? It's okay, it's actually going to be the front. So we have the smoothed one, it's just getting rid of those little scoops. Then we have the rally. Oh, look at that. We have the Rallycross, we have the Rallycross Smooth, we have the vented Rallycross. Oh, look at these, all with these covers over the lights. All these different types of vents. We have the vented 1 and vented 2. Then we have the Scoop version, which makes it look even more like an Impreza. Then we have the Vented Rallycross 3, which just seems to combine them. We have the Vented Scoop, which has the scoop and some extra vents on the side. We have the Smoothness Carbon, which spreads all the way around. That actually looks quite nice. And then we have the Rallycross Carbon as well. Well, as nice as that carbon is, I think we should go for... I actually quite like this. I'm thinking that. Let's go for that. Then onto the fenders, it's just going to be some mud guards, which are going to be just these little ones down here, as you can see. Stock and on. Don't think we actually have anything on the front. Oh, yes, we do. We do have some there as well. There we go, just some nice simple mud guards. Again, it's a rally car, so that makes sense. And then on the roof, our option is the sun strip. Now it's making me think that perhaps I should have left the liveries to the end, because I have a feeling that some of these liveries are going to be showing on, well, the sun strip and these lights. So actually, let's have a quick look through again. Nope, nope. Oh, actually, it does on that one. That one does have the blue across there as well. That one seems to be the same. We have the... look, see, the lower red one does actually have the red sun strip. But I guess... Oh, that one has the 08. And the rest of them, number 1 and the Sprunk. So only a couple of them really change, but it does have Arrow up there as well for that one. We have the Essence of Life, Fukaru, Vapid, Fukaru, and then just the colours. I'm going to go for the red on this one. I'm also going to see if I can change this interior colour, because it is quite gruesome. Let's go for black. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. Maybe something like a dark steel. Actually, that's still a bit too... Mind you, that is quite 80s, actually. Just something not exactly black. Yeah, we'll go for that. That's 80s. That's cool. I'll go for that. Then, of course, we'll go to engine, brakes, transmission, suspension. How much of a change is that really? Not really much of a change at all, really. We have no extras, so we'll go for turbo. And then for paint, we'll just pick... I think, actually, I might just go for a classic white, because I think that might be the one. Yeah, do you know what? I sort of like that. White and red. I don't know. I'm going to run through the colours just in case I can find a better one, but I think this might be the winner. Actually, I take it back. Graphite black and red for some reason. That actually looks really mean. That looks really mean if I do that as well. Ooh. Do you know what? I don't even want to look at the rest of the colours. That's great. And so if we want to make this look a bit more rally-esque, I guess we should change the wheels. So let's just use the law-friendly wheels mod, go to off-road, and we'll grab something... I don't know, what's going to suit this car? Maybe something like that, actually, I think might suit this car. Actually, I'll go for the painted version. There we go, number 26, just so I can change the colour, as I just think frost white is going to look cool on it. So let's go to V-Stancer. Let's get out of our camera mode here, and let's just go to suspension menu. Now, this is supposed to be a rally car, not like crazy, so I don't need to really lift it up all that much, I feel. I mean, that might be enough. Just that. And I'll get, just for the style approach, we'll go for a little bit of poke on that, just to make it look a bit crazier. There we go. Nothing too mad. Nothing too mad. And maybe make the wheels a little wider. There we go. Just a little bit wider. And I think a little bit bigger might be too much. Actually, there we go. Just a couple of sizes bigger. I think that works. And there we are with our completed GB200 right there. That's proper rally. In fact, it's not rally because we're driving in the city. We need to change the scenario here. Here we are. There's a road just outside the city. That is perfect for some rally driving. And it's just not too far away from civilization. And there we are. Rally driving our GB200. I keep wanting to call this the RS200. Whoop! And we've already ruined it. We've already ruined it. Oh no, it's still good. It's still good. In fact, it doesn't even look damaged. What's up with that? That was amazing, that landing. But there you go. That's how cool it is as a rally car. It can drive through water. I spoke too soon. It's dead. Right. So, let's do a couple of little speed builds because I am wanting to make a bit more of a road version. And I've got to do it. I want to see if I can make a full, crazy stance version. Let's see. Let's try some speed builds. And And so here we are done with this first build. And actually my throat is starting to give out, so I have to apologize to you guys. I've had a terrible throat recently, and sort of as I do the first part of the video, it's good, and as the video goes on, my my voice just dies. But here is the first build done. And actually, I did miss one thing, and that was the interior. Right, that was shoddy. Let's put that to graphite black. I think that's nice and cool. So here we are with the first one. So basically I kept the stock wheels, I went to V-Stancer and I lowered it. Basically just using the visual lowering, and then slightly lower on the front just because I thought it had a nicer stance to it that way. But I haven't gone crazy with anything else. I've basically kept the diffusers, but I've gone for the nicer exhausts. I've gone for this little roof exhaust here. I've gone for this nice brushed aluminium look, as well as chrome on all of this here. This bit here is actually brushed aluminium as well, but inside here we do have chrome around all of these bars. And of course, as you've seen, I've made this black. And then on the front, I've basically just gone and plugged in the fog lights. And I've also gone ahead and changed the engine sound. I figured if it looks like a Subaru, it might as well sound like one, right? So it's had an engine upgrade of some sorts, although it definitely doesn't sound like a V6 that you can see inside there now, but I think it sounds a whole lot better. And there whoop! Okay, that was terrible driving. Let's get back on. Okay, I'm missing a light. That's interesting without the lights. But there we go. Now, let's try stance and see how we go. Okay, so here we are with the third build done. Now, a few things I want to note about this. One, of course, this car isn't really properly suited to this style, so I can see there's going to be some sort of mixed reviews of this one. Secondly, the livery. Now, actually, I just want to point out that the red that it came with just looked really nice. And then I went for this livery because I just love this whole like half and half with the black thing, even though there's like a slight red tint on that one. But there's just something about that I really like. I just wish it didn't have the numbers. So pretend the numbers and the globe oil and stuff isn't there. Just pretend we had that stripe, because I think it looks amazing with that. And then I've gone for these wheels and wider and more cambered front and rear. I've tried to go for as low as I can without it sort of being like crazy camber or sort of glitching through, although I'm sure when I start driving it would look terrible. And then I've basically kept the diffuser on the rear, I've gone for no extra exhausts, and I've gone for that spoiler right there. And on the interior, it's just sort of like a grey colour. And that is that done. I'm sure when I start driving, you'll start seeing the tyres go through. But there we go. That is the GB200, the brand new GB200 that you can buy right now on GT Online for the grand price of $940,000 in-game dollars. Yep, it's not cheap, but compared to some of the cars, it's actually not that badly priced, although I'm not sure how much it would cost with all the mods and all the extra stuff on, but I've definitely seen more expensive cars around. Although for this price, I'm not entirely sure what you're getting because it's not exactly fast. So, I don't know, there's definitely some new cars that I will be checking out very soon that are currently unreleased and completely awesome that do cost a lot less than this does. So I'm not entirely sure what this brings to the table because there's definitely no sort of weaponry or anything like that on it. It's just a rally car. Unless you need this for some sort of race, I don't know. But there we go. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can let me know what you think of this car and what my builds. Maybe you had a preferred build in this video. You can let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, if you've made your own in GT Online and you modified them, you can send me pictures as well on Twitter at Figureight. Links to my Twitter in the description below. Just follow me and tweet me some pictures. It'd be nice to see how your builds look compared to mine. Or maybe you've done what I've done and you're playing it in single player and you've whipped out V-Stance, in which case I'd like to see that too. But there we go, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies to anyone who's Czech out there for that terrible, terrible intro. In fact, let me just try and read this again. I'm going to try and slow this down, see if I can't make this sound at least a little bit respectable. Ahoj, všichni. Dobrý ráno, dobré odpoledne, dobrý večer a dobrý den. Vraťte se zpět na další video, GTA 5, or Piech, or Piet, or something like that. They always have sort of similar sounding numbers. Piench, Piet, Piets, something, you know, something along that line, I think, is what 5 is in Czech, but I don't know exactly. Yeah, but there we go. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!